What's up, welcome back to the channel. My name is Servida, and today I'm going to show you my favorite effects plugins. So I'm going to show you 8 effects plugins that I use pretty much all the time, whether I'm making music or samples or anything in between. So I'm going to show you 4 stock or free to download plugins, and then the other 4 are going to be paid plugins. Probably easier to explain if I actually had a sample, so let's make one really quick. Let me just pull one out of my ass. Okay. Wait. Good enough. Just want to pull up a quick drum loop so I know everything's in tempo. Fluty colors. Ooh. Messed up the last note, but it's fine. Okay, we have enough stuff to work with now. So the first plugin that I love to use is Halftime by Cable Guys. It's kind of hard to explain what it does, so I'll kind of just show you. So what Halftime does is it chops up the sample into equal sizes like this. And then what they do is they stretch it twice as long, and then they cut the remainder. Pretty much a slowed down version of your audio sample, but it chops it and rearranges it so that it doesn't actually change the original chord progression. So here's the original sample. Now I'm gonna turn on the halftime. And this is pretty much my bootleg version of it. So we're pretty much getting the exact same thing. So what's cool about this is not actually just the half speed, it's because they cut it up in increments so you can actually play it along with the original sample. If I'm playing along this flute and the guitar, they're also going to work really well together. I use halftime mainly for some variation, but I also like to use it for warmth in my loops. So what I'm going to do is bring this top band down and just leave some of that bass in. So here's it without. There you go, just a little bit extra bottom end. The second effects plugin that I use religiously is RC20. So this is a plugin that gives your samples that really vintage analog quality. So this is the default preset, so I want you to hear the before and after. So this is nothing. So you hear a bit of that vinyl noise, a bit of that pitch detune, a bit of distortion. If I was gonna use it in the context of this sample, I would take out the noise. I usually put that at the end. I'm gonna get rid of some of the high end so we make space for the flute. A great alternative to RC20 is Isotope Vinyl, and that's completely free. It's pretty much the exact same thing, vinyl emulation. So we can decrease the ear, do a little pitch warp. Add some dust or scratches. Personally, I do like RC20 a bit more because you get more control, but Isotope Vinyl is such a great plugin. If you don't have it, make sure you guys go get it. Another plugin that I use religiously is Crystallizer by Soundtoys, and it's a granular echo synthesizer. Right now, I'm using it for a lot of texture and ambience in my samples. So let's get a little creative. So I'm gonna get this sample. I'm gonna put a new instance of halftime. I'm just too lazy to change that one, that's why. So we're gonna export that part. Okay, so we exported it. I'm going to bring it up an octave. Okay, now I'm going to run Crystallizer over this. So here it is without Crystallizer. And now I'm going to turn it on. So right now, this default patch, there's an echo going on. It's actually going in reverse, so that's what's giving it its dynamics and ambience. I like doing this just to give a little bit of color on top of the sample. Here it is with the original kalimba. Now I'm just gonna bring the volume all the way down so it's not too noticeable. Another effect that I like to use is called Effector, and this is a stock FL Studio plugin. Shout out to Keith Harris for showing me this one. So what I like to use here is the Vox feature, and that kind of just enhances certain frequencies so that it changes the characteristic of the sample. So we're gonna just scroll through and look for a color we like. I like it around here because it gives the flute a bit more presence. So the next free plugin I like to use is called Deep Blue Tape Stop, and that is a tape stop effect. Yeah, so this is the whole plugin. You just change the speed of the tape stop, and then you just trigger it. So I have it on the master channel, which means it's going to toggle everything, and we're gonna have that right before the drums come in. So right here, so I want it to start right here, like this, and then turn off when it's done. Don't want it too fast, too slow. That's it. So let's hear that. It's a really simple plugin you can put on individual tracks or certain groups, but you know, you have a lot of creativity when it comes to this one. Two more effects I want to show you, and these are specifically for drums. So the first one is Transient Shaper by Hoof. It's pretty much in the name. It just shapes your transients to make it hit harder or softer depending on what you want. Yeah, so this one's super easy to use. You increase it this way if you want it to punch harder. What's really cool about this one is that you can adjust the band, so you can make it high or low. You can change the sustain if you want to be shorter or longer. I mainly use this one when I'm sound designing drums, so let's say I make something in Serum. If it's not hitting hard enough, I'm gonna run it through Transient Shaper. And this last one is a Fruity stock plugin again called Fruity Wave Shaper. If I'm being honest, I don't know what this does, but if I move this thing up here, it makes my drums hit a lot harder. Yeah, so let's hear the difference. So much better. Okay, let's just finish up this sample really quickly for you guys. Kind of have this by itself at the end in case you want to do something with that. Okay, so what I like to do now is I export the whole thing. I kind of look for a key that I enjoy. I think -2 is good. What I like to do is put one more instance of RC20 on the master. Forgot it's on the master. I was supposed to hit a lot harder. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. The sample I made in the video is going to be free to download, so if you want to get that, it's going to be the first link in the description. I'm also going to be giving away 5 free samples of your choice, so if you want to get that, it's going to be in the description as well. If you want me to do another video like this, let me know, and I'll see you guys soon. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a like. If you really like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, leave. Just leave. Get out of here.